There are only two of us in the room. Please, what I have to share with you, let me tell you, I speak as if every word were my last. What I give to you today in the next few minutes is a gift of love. I ask you to listen with your third ear, your heart. I dedicate this presentation this morning to my beautiful son, who's about your age, Oscar Vincent Carlo Maresca. There's only one problem. He died. At about the age of 6 months, I came back from a speaking tour in America, and my wife was at the airport, and she said, "There's something wrong with Oscar." We went to a doctor who said, "I don't know what's wrong with this beautiful little boy, but I can tell you one thing for certain, and that is that he's dying." Oscar, and we call him Oscar Angel, died at 21 months of age. He never lived to have the dream that you had before you. But you see, for those of you who have lost someone close to you, and I know some of you have, never forget that death ends a life, but not a relationship. In his 21 months of life, we had to rush Oscar to the emergency of the Royal Children's Hospital 19 times. And they said to us when he died, "We don't know what happened, but never try again." And my wife Mariana, who is in the audience today, we cried and we screamed because to lose a child is the toughest thing of all. And we thought, no, we will try again. And we have a beautiful 11-year-old daughter called Isabella Mary Angelina Maresca, and she is healthy, alive and well. And a couple of weeks ago, she and I, thank you. You see, it's not what happens to you that counts, it's how you react to it. And Isabella, who's 11, a couple of weeks ago, Mariana had to go to a board meeting in town, and I said to 11-year-old Isabella, "Come on, darling, let's go and have a date together." And we went to a Mexican restaurant, and for an hour and a half, I started waxing lyrical. And I said, "You know, darling, I'm such a workaholic, it's such a privilege to have a date with my daughter." And she looked at me with a poker face, and after about 30 minutes, she looked at me and said, "Dada, excuse me, if you were a date, I would have dumped you long ago." In the process of trying to find a cure for Oscar, we traveled the world. If we could get Ben Carson ready now, please, Ben. We traveled the world. Here is an African-American doctor. He came from the back streets of Detroit. He was a troublemaker. He was thrown out of school. His mother was a toilet cleaner. She cleaned toilets day and night to put him through school. He's now one of the world's top neurosurgeons. It's not what happens to you that counts, it's how you react to it. Then there's a woman who you'll meet here, a friend of mine called Norma Clayfield. You'll see what's happened to her, but look at the way she's reacted to it. And then there's a young boy of about your age called Todd Stringer, and look what's happened to him. You see, it's not what happens to you that counts in life, it's how you react it. The purpose of the day is very simple. Dream what you want to dream. Do what you want to do. Be what you want to be. Go where you want to go. Think what you want to think. But for God's sake, start doing it before midnight tonight, because the clock is running. I challenge you, only two of us in the room, before midnight tonight, to make a list of 10 things you want to do before you die, if you have absolutely no fear, and to begin doing them. Meet my friends who said, "We have a dream." Thank you.
You know, we have a camera crew there.
Dr. Carson is an inspiration to many, but Ben has his heroes too. One of his greatest inspirations is Norma Claypool.